It's the start of another day on Hodgepodge Farm HQ. Chickens are done, chicks are done, everyone's happy, dog needs a walk. Today, something a bit different. I think I'm going to take my camera down, take some photos on the walk, maybe give you a different insight into the farm. Right, while I'm snapping away getting some photos, we've got to check the camera. We set up on this post. You can see here there's definitely a track that comes down to the corner of the lake, so let's see what's on here. Badges are all we're getting at the moment. Alright, so maybe not that much to photograph, but hey, nicer way to start the day than looking at the phone whilst you're walking. I could go to the top of the field there and get some cliche lovely photos of baby lambs frolicking in the sunshine. But frankly, my boots are wet and I need to get on with other jobs. And you've been photobombing every single shot. Just been out to buy more feed, fence posts, some stock fencing. So let's get a few jobs done today. Right, let the mixing recommence. So at some point last week I was doing the concrete, filling in our potholes that just appear, and that is what has caused all that build-up of water in the past when it was flooding that way, this way and everywhere. But the main priority is this deep bit here. It's all rutted up here, which is probably where most vehicles are turned in and out of the barn, and that's where it all just builds up, and then it gets wet and drags mud everywhere and all the silt builds up. Right, well, batch 2 mixes up, we should be able to load batch 1. No neat join between the two batches. School run meant I had to rush off, and rather than cut this, I'm just going to feather it all in, it'll be fine. I know it's not the best way, using all-in ballast, but it's amazing how much it changes from region to region. This is a much bigger aggregate than we used to get. I guess it was 20 mil downwards. So it would have been better for a thinner slab of concrete, if that makes sense. Some of these are 30, 40 mil even, which really want to be at least double that size, I think. Anyway, like I say, it's a temporary measure. I think it'll be just fine. James has popped back to finish off the electrics from Friday, and the one thing we really need is power in the workshop. So this is the solution which we came up with using dado, which we used in the workshop at the old house, and we had a load of it left over. So the idea is we've got 5 double sockets on here. It's going to be made up into a single unit, and then we can move it around as and when we move the workshop in and around this building or in other buildings. So instead of just fixing this to the wall like normal, what we've done is made it a self-contained unit so we can hang it or fix it up in one place. And then we've used, what's this stuff called again? Flex.
Tough flex.
Tough flex. So this is just more like a flex might have on a lampshade or something like that, or an appliance, but more heavy duty, and it just means that we can move this without worrying about the actual cable it's attached to. So it's essentially,
So you've got
a super heavy duty extension lead.
effectively. Yeah.
Alright, got to check on our new arrivals. So these all seem okay. Much stronger. So it's just this little chap here. It's quite normal to lose a couple of chicks, you know, in the first week. 10% even, but we're normally much below that, I would say. As long as there's no problem with heat or food or water or anything like that, then really there shouldn't be any reason to lose more than one or two. So hopefully, if this one doesn't make it, that'll be 2. Is there something in? What are you doing in there? I'm just trying to lay eggs everywhere. Came up with this sort of little yard setup because of bird flu, so at the moment everyone's staying put. Just whilst we're here each day we let them out, so they've got just sheep hurdles but also the netting over the top, so it's all bird proof. At long last we can say farewell to some of the overhead cables that have been littering the place dangerously. No, they're not too bad, but it's going to be good to see the back of them. So the first one is the one that came into this cowshed and had them, it carried quite a lot actually because it was supporting 3 buildings that way. But we've replaced that now with our chunky one down here that we're going to move on. And then the next one, well, let's get that one snipped, then we can move on to the really ugly stuff.
Cable.
Right, let's get that end out then. At long last, it is time to remove the killer cables. If you remember, these are all exposed elements that were all live and supplying all the buildings. But it's all been changed over now, so all of that's redundant. We can cut all of that down. Yep, probably more dangerous than electrical. The actual taking down post. Alright, it's all down. What was this workmanship like? So that would have been live, yeah?
Yeah, that bare metal would have been like.
Nice.
Yeah. And then you can imagine at some point this had a lid and a cover on it.
But not for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We're in a better place today than we were last week. All this stuff to clear out and sort out. However, I want to get this fencing sorted. We need enough to come up this fence line here as a temporary measure. Well, it didn't get very far, did it? 50-metre roll. Starting up here, we're going to fence along here and put a hedge on this side. Down here is just going to be a fence to stop our our lot, whether it's chickens, kids or pigs or dogs, getting through to next door. So they're the posts I got in. Well, it's getting remotely safer. We'll have to pick that up in the morning, and we'll try and get the last few posts in and get this put up, bring the loader around and scrape all that muck up there. Dog's finishing my sandwich. So we need this one. A little bit of that. Now I cleared all this yesterday with the tractor and a shovel, and it's all nice and clear now. I can tell that here there's soil, you know, that stuff will grow there. It's up here where if we discover there's a foot of hardcore under there, we'll have to give up. So if we do a square here and see how we're doing. I think we've got a concrete slab, some hardcore, and then another concrete slab. The hedge is looking less and less likely. Okay, let's go with the flow, change plans. I'm now going to cut a hole every 8 feet and we'll just run a fence in. I'll just have to concrete a post in. Right, bit of a mishmash video, I know. We got nothing overhead now, all gone. All of our dangerous cables and nonsense is gone. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself. We'll see you next time.